never said it would be, but either way...
If there's one thing I can't stand,
Whether we
it's
succeed or
shoddy
not,
construction.
it'll stir up some of the
Glad
old
not
blood
to
in
be
this
working on
crowd.
that.
I'm not going to lead them to their deaths if they aren't ready.
Then train them. What are we doing here? We should either get used to staying here, or be preparing to retake the hall. You're having us do neither, and I can't stomach it.
But your stomach isn't my problem. We'll act when I say we do, and not before.
Well, you'd better say something, and soon.
Thanks for taking that thing down. We're supposed to be warriors, not... What's going on here is that we've been kicked out of our home. The Mead Hall, up there on the hill. We were... Some Reeklings have taken it over. With tenacity and numbers. It didn't help that we'd grown a little too comfortable up there. Too much mead, too many stories, too few battles. Are you offering to help? Some new blood should be enough to rouse these layabouts to actually fight again. Well, let's move then. Hey, you lazy milk drinkers, get over here. I know you're all starting to settle in here, keep up the bad lives you got used to up in the hall. But look here, this outsider has more fire than any of you. All I had to do was mention our little infestation. He volunteered in a second. I don't want to have my spirit outstripped by some wanderer. So let's get up there and kill us some Reeklings. That was almost exhilarating. How are you feeling? Good to hear. In fact, that's just the spirit I'll need from my second. Do you want to come with me? My second. If we're going to take up residence here again, I need to get the blessing of Rothmund again. I'll need a witness and, well, you see the kind of horker brains I deal with around here. What do you say? Well, let's not waste... Oh, that was almost... Inside? The burial place of Rothmund, who founded Thirsk. He brought a group of true warriors away from the soft life of the Skal to... I know that sounds a little silly. It's just the way it's written in the books, and that phrase has always stuck with me. It's pretty simple. Rothmund's axe is in there with him. Anyone who attempts to take hold of it has their spirit judged by Rothmund himself. No, nothing like that. He doesn't need to battle us to know us. He's always watched over Thirsk and sees us from beyond. And in my case, since he's already deemed me worthy, it will just be a matter of him remembering why he blessed me before. Really, all you need to do is watch. Let's not waste any time then.
What a sight.
There is. So I just need to take hold of it.
You seek my blessing for the leadership of Thirsk Hall?
I do. It is I, Bujold. You blessed me in the past, and now I've rid the Hall of Reeklings and returned it to its rightful owners.
And well it is that this has happened. But I have always watched, and know that it was your softness that led to your own exile. You allowed your fellow warriors to grow weak, while the dangers around you mounted.
Then, the leadership is not mine?
No, nor is there any among you fit to serve. For a band in the wilderness, it is better to have no leader than a poor one.
That was a little embarrassing. The only thing I can do, I need to return to Thirsk. No matter what Rothmund says, we need a leader, and I'm still the best person for that. Look what's happened to us so far under his watchful eye. He gave his blessing to all the leaders who brought us to this point. Anyway, he's dead and we're alive. It's time to begin a new tradition for Thirsk, and I'm going to do that. All I need is for you to back me up. You don't even need to lie. Just don't tell anyone else what you heard here. Good. See that you do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a hall to lead.
The place still has some of those things that filled it up with slop for their beasts. Illness helped me wash it out. It's not as good as it used to be. I have friends in Raven Rock, and a few among the Skal. There's not much metal on the island. Cleaning out the forge was the and I kept... You tend to wander around, don't you? If you come across any Stalrim or Ebony in your travels, bring them back to Old Halva.
But Joel says you served well. Before we were married, I was her second on the first trip to the Barrow. Rothman knows strength, in this world and the next. Yes, I remember how I felt being there with her the first time, before we were wed. I hope to see you more around the hall, friend.
Need something?
There's a lot of work. We lost most of the batches we had brewed. One is, you can't find them. They add a different kind of sweetness. Kuvar, peace and the warmth. Enough for... Last thing you want is the mead to run out just as the fire...
Ever tried
Once Halbrand,
Enjoy the
to tell you the
between
truth,
times like this
I want to
one.
make a reminder. I want to ring the whole hall with their little spears. The only problem is, I'm gonna need a lot of spears. A lot. So if you could find a bunch of them for me, that would make it easier. Until next time.
Glad to have a... Getting a little antsy.
Good day, friend. Keeping well?
I wonder if a dragon could be... I'm running low. If you have any with you, I'll buy one. Excellent. Here, have some septums. Are we done? I thought so.
You should listen to me. Seems you've inherited a situation. Drovus Relvi owes me 1,000 septums. At least he did until you set him up with that Telvanni wizard. Now he's untouchable. The way I figure it, it's your fault he can't pay me. So I guess I'm going to have to collect it from you. Take your best shot, Fetcher. But if you draw on me, the guards will put a bounty on your head, not mine.
I work for Mogul. You got a problem, you talk to him.